Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the February 2nd legislative meeting of York City Council. Would Madam Clerk please call the roll?
Rivera,
Here.
Washington,
Here.
Ritter Dixon,
Here.
Walker,
Here.
Nixon.
Here. We need to approve minutes from the January 20th meeting. Is there any addition or correction to the minutes as distributed? Hearing none, may I have a motion to accept the minutes as distributed?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. And any opposed? Very well, that carries. Thank you. I have a statement that I need to read for a potential conflict of interest. The following is notice of a conflict regarding an organization applying for HUD funding, which is required to be publicly disclosed. Please be advised that the program, It's About Change, is a nonprofit organization, has made a request for HUD Community Development Block Grant funding through the City of York for the purpose of providing case management and operational support in conjunction with its effort to provide rental assistance, relocation, and housing stability services to former inmates. HUD Emergency Solutions Grants Program funding for the underlying program itself has already been approved by the County of York. The program has self-identified a potential conflict of interest in this request. Its chief executive officer also works as the controller of the City of York. However, as the Office of City Controller is completely separate from the Office of Economic Development and Housing, she would have no input, control, or inside information to assist the program in its request. This letter shall serve as public notice of a possible conflict. The next meeting of council will be Tuesday, February the 16th at 6 o'clock. And all items for the agenda are due by noon on February the 10th. We have final passage of Bill number 2.
And I'm sorry, that was a bill amending the 2021 York City budget by appropriating additional revenue and expenditures for the Health Bureau immunization SAF 1, 2, and 3 in the total amount of $300,000.
Move to approve. Second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, is there any discussion from the public?
We have one hand. 1 second. You may go ahead and unmute your mic and speak.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, can you?
Hi, this is Barbara Kovacs. I was just calling in to let you know that it's three SAFs, subsequently available funds that were attached to our immunization grant to be able to provide COVID response. Each of them is $100,000. The first one is focused on an immunization campaign related to back to school and promoting flu vaccine as well as COVID vaccine. The second is focused on planning and implementation of our COVID pods, the vaccination points of distribution. And the third is also related to the COVID vaccination planning and implementation. So that's what the $300,000 is for.
Very good, thank you.
Mhm.
Is there anything else from the public? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Rivera,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Ritter Dixon,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Nixon,
Yes, and that's so ordered. Next, we have final passage of Bill number 3.
and that was a bill amending the 2021 York City budget by appropriating revenue and expenditures for the epidemiology lab capacity grant enhanced detection in the amount of $1,814,054.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a second and any discussion? Hearing none, is there any discussion from the public on this?
Go ahead, Barb. You just need to unmute your mic.
Okay. You need to unmute.
Okay,
There you
I
go.
think
There
I
we
got
go.
it now. So this grant is a 2.7 or $2.979 million grant over, I think, 32 months. So the budget amendment is for the first year of that, January through December, what we anticipate in spending. A lot of that will be focused on staffing, which we need to hire some staffing, as well as reassigning staff to work on the COVID response. So mainly that funding is in staffing. There's a lot in contractual services to work with our partners around testing and vaccination, and some supplies and that kind of thing. But the majority of it is in staffing and contract services.
No, thank you.
Mhm.
Anything else from the public? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Rivera,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Ritter Dixon,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Nixon,
Yes, and that is so ordered. And finally, we have final passage of Bill number 4.
that is a bill amending the York City budget for the year 2020 by appropriating revenue and expenditures for the Department of Fire Rescue in the amount of $25,342 to be used for vehicle repair service.
Move to approve.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any comments from council? I believe Chief Deerdorf is on, at least he was. Did you want to add anything?
Yeah, this was the State Fire Commissioner's 2020 COVID grant on top of the regular State Fire Commissioner Office grant. This was allowed to pay for certain items, and we had 3 large expenditures on apparatus repair towards the end of 2020, which just ultimately ended up going and taken care of. So that was why it was moved to the vehicle repair service line item.
Very good, thank you. Anything from the public on this matter? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Rivera,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Ritter Dixon,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Henry, we're ready to move on to the next.
You didn't call my name.
Oh, sorry.
I was,
Nixon,
I was very patient about it.
Nixon,
And that's a yay.
okay.
Very good. We have a supplemental agenda for one item.
We still have introduction of a bill. That's agenda item
Oh,
number.
I'm sorry, I skipped it. Yes, I did. So that's an introduction of bill amending the 2019 CDBG CV.
Councilman Rivera, that's you.
So introduced.
That is bill number 5, introduced by Lou Rivera, an ordinance amending the 2019 CDBG CV COVID-19 program budget to reflect changes resulting from allocating additional funding amounts in the 2020 budget.
And since that's a bill, that will sit until our next meeting. Now we have a supplemental, one item in supplemental agenda. Is there a motion to waive Rule 215?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. So we will include that item for consideration in the consent agenda. Is there any item that anyone from council wishes to pull from the consent agenda for further discussion?
Council President Nixon, I would like to pull agenda item number 6, please.
Item number 6 is pulled for discussion later. Is there a motion to consider a consent agenda for items 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, the supplemental piece?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to consider that. May I have a motion to accept the items 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11?
So moved.
Second.
It's been seconded and moved, and we will ask for any public comment at this time on any one of those items. No hands waved. Nothing in email.
No, sir.
Very well. Please call the roll.
Rivera,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Ritter Dixon,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Nixon,
Yes, and that is so ordered. Now, we have item number 6, which is a resolution. Would you please read that, and we'll get that moving.
okay.
Who is introducing that? Mr. Rivera.
All right.
Go ahead. Do I introduce it? So introduced?
Okay, hold on. I lost what that number 6 was. What's number 6 was the substantial amendments?
Yes,
Okay. Here we go. Give me 1 second. I don't know why it's not. Oh, here we go. Is there a motion to introduce by short title?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say yes.
yes,
Yes.
Opposed, no. It's a resolution introduced by Lou Rivera, a resolution of the Council of the City of York approving a substantial amendment to the fiscal year 2019 annual action plan for the Community Development Block Grant Program.
and you wish to have further discussion on this, Ms. Washington?
Not further discussion. I will need to abstain from the vote.
Would you give us the reason, please?
I will need to abstain from the vote because the funding allocated, some of the funding allocated is going to my place of employment.
Very good. Council, are we in agreement to allow Ms. Washington to abstain from this vote?
Yes. Yes.
Anyone opposed to it? Very well, Ms. Washington, you may abstain. Please call the roll.
Rivera,
Yes.
Washington,
Abstain.
Ritter Dixon,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Nixon,
Yes, and that is so ordered. We have Nothing further other than to see if council has anything to comment on in general. I don't hear anything from the administration, Mr. Mayor.
Just want to thank council for all their work in my absence on vacation and the administration. And I just appreciate everybody's work, and Happy New Year, since I haven't seen many of you since the beginning of the year.
Well, thank you, and same to you. If there's nothing further, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.